Hi guys, a very good morning and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this morning, let us take a look on what is happening within ZANU-PF. Vice President Constantino Chiwenga loyalists are not happy with the developments happening in the nation of Zimbabwe, particularly the issues concerning corruption. Corruption in Zimbabwe is happening at unprecedented levels. One would imagine what kind of a country which becomes so corrupt to an extent that everyone freely engages in corrupt activities without consequences. So you can actually see that people like Vana Hulu, Vana Chimama, Vana Kudzai Mutisi, they've actually stood against the regime of Emmerson Mnangagwa. And one of the key issues they've raised in their Twitter spaces is that corruption is in a toll and corruption is destroying Zimbabwe. Let us hear ZANU-PF loyalists, Chiwenga loyalists speak.
The Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission came up last week saying that Zimbabwe has lost 1.8 billion through illicit dealings. This is why you have seen Weak Nil Sivayo. That is why you have seen Passion Java. That is why you are seeing now many of these people associating themselves with ZANU-PF. They are now calling themselves ZANU-PF. This whole group of thieves and criminals, they are now ZANU-PF. And they're doing this because these criminals know how to promote a third term for this current president that is running. And in order to make this success, they have to cast aspersions and to denigrate the reputation of the vice president of Zimbabwe, so that he's looked at in bad light. That's why they are now on a roll together with Varakashi, those who were given cars by Weak Nil. You have seen how they are now promoting these songs about 2030, promoting these songs about the third term. They want to divide our country. They want to destroy our country. They don't want Zimbabwe to be free. They don't want Zimbabwe to have a smooth transition from one president to the other. They are promoting chaos in Zimbabwe so that many of our people continue to look for other, greener pastures. So many of our people must continue to run away from Zimbabwe so they don't stay here in Zimbabwe. We are saying no to that. We want a Zimbabwe that is functioning, and we are going to stand with many people. We are going to encourage our people to go to Zimbabwe, to do businesses in Zimbabwe. And in order to achieve that, we need to have a smooth transition of power. We need to have peace. We need.
So this is what Wulu says. This is in relation to their factional fights. People like Vanapadari, Ekundeni, they are actually attacking Vanachimama simply because of battles, simply because Vanapadari, they support Emmerson Mnangagwa and the regime. But there are people, Pakaita Sana Wulu, who feel that change must happen and change must come in the nation of Zimbabwe. These are people who are not happy at all, fighting each other. They've declared war upon each other. So if you take a look onto this, which is right on the screen, this is Padari attacking his own comrades. These are ZANU-PF comrades attacking each other. So when they come to the opposition, they will tell you the opposition is divided. Who said the ruling party is not divided? This is the ruling party. Ekundeni says Pachiso Life wants what he calls a smooth transition of power. He is accusing our leadership of ZANU-PF official for being corrupt and is out here to fight us all. So who is being accused of being corrupt is the leadership of ZANU-PF. But who is actually defending the leadership of ZANU-PF? It's a man who is holed up in the UK trying to seek for greener pastures. This is the man who is actually defending nonsense. A man with nothing, a man who can't even come back home. So you'd see that this is the problem which we have. It's a problem altogether. When you call out the system, when you talk about corruption, when you talk about what is happening within Zimbabwe, you are always given names. You are always given names. Skanzi, are you proud of the coup na Pandari? There's a bad precedence for a country to conduct coups. So you'd see that we are going where we came from. This is just a cycle. They've cycled. Wherever you see a cycle goes where it started. And when you have a leader which chooses a cycle, then we have a problem, because where we started is where we are. At the end of the day, the people of Zimbabwe are going to lose. The Mnangagwas will benefit the same way they have been benefiting. So one way or the other, we have to agree with these comrades. We agree or disagree on certain terms, but in terms of principle, we have to agree. The elements within Zimbabwe who are so power hungry, they've destroyed that country we all loved. Zimbabwe hasina mari yayo. Zimbabwe mamaini ari kuonwa nemakorokoza. Zimbabwe mamari eminerals iri kuinda muhomwedzi vashoma. MuZimbabwe muri kuitwa chikoronyera. Corruption is taken toll. Go everywhere, there is corruption everywhere. Everywhere you go, there is corruption. Everywhere you go, there is corruption. This is what we are saying. We must make sure that we unite and we end corruption. But are the people ready to deal with the issues of corruption? It depends. In my own view, the people of Zimbabwe are not yet ready to fight corruption, to confront corruption. They are not ready. It's because everybody is looking for an opportunity to eat. Everybody is looking for an opportunity where he's going to be included, where he's going to be part or and parcel of the looting. They are stampeding to join ZANU-PF. They are stampeding to go and meet Emmerson Mnangagwa. And they will only realize when they are sidelined the same way Vana Wulu, they've suffered. That is the reason why right now they're now understanding that change must come. They've learned their lessons the hard way. When we were talking about change pre-elections, they were attacking us left, right, and center. But right now they can actually see, they actually relate everything about this whole issue. It's time for change in the nation of Zimbabwe, and if we fail to have change this year, then there is a problem. So you would see that these are the people who have been advocating for sanctions, because when you support corruption, you support sanctions. These are the issues we need to deal with. We need to sit down as a people, agree, and make sure that we bring change to the nation of Zimbabwe. We have to agree. By hook or crook, we have to agree, the people of Zimbabwe.